Hello everyone, I'm Frank, and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's easy level puzzle. And take that easiness with a grain of salt, because it's considered easy by the people on the Logic Masters Germany forum, and there's a lot of really smart people there. Today's puzzle is called Easy Peasy Sudoku Advent 01, and I forget what this is. Position sums, I believe? I think it's position sums. And it's by Richard. And here are the rules. We have apply classic Sudoku rules, which means inside the grid, in every cell in the grid, place a single digit from 1 through 9, such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell region. Clues outside the grid refer to A and B. Okay. These are the digits in the first two cells from above or the left. What does that mean? In the first two cells from above. Oh, okay. Okay. So they're the first two cells if they are in a column, they're the first two cells looking down. So that would be these two cells. Or if they're a number in a row, they are the first two cells looking at the row in columns 1 and 2. Oh, interesting. Okay. The clue in the white background indicates the sum of A and B. So as an example, if this were, say, a 3, this would have to be 5, because these two digits must sum up to 8, because this is the sum of the first two digits in the column. Same with this. If this were, say, a 7, this would have to be 5, because then the first two digits in the row here must sum to 12, which is in the white space, right? So the A plus B, so A and B are basically the first two digits seen in the row or column. And obviously, if it's a column, it's going down, so it's the row 1, row 2. If it's in I realized something. We don't talk about the convention, but basically this is row 1, 2, 3 all the way down. So we go from top to bottom, and then we go from left to right anyways, in labeling the columns too. I didn't realize that. Huh. Well, that's convention because of typical Western reading notation. But anyways, let's continue. Right, so the number in the white space outside the grid is the sum of the first two digits seen in that column or row, right? So for this example, if this were 3, this would have to be 5, because these must sum to 8. If this is 7, this would have to be 5, because these must sum to 12. The clue in the gray background indicates the sum of the digits on the 8th position and the bth position from that side. So, for example, we have 7 and 5 here. The 8th position is the 7th position. The 5th position is obviously the 5th position is the 5th position. So these two digits must sum to what the digit is, the number in the gray cell must be. So you could have something like, say, 3 here and 2 here. And this would satisfy this row. Because the 8th position would be 7, which contains a 2. The 5th position would be here, so they'll contain a 3. So 2 and 3, which is the 8th and bth position in the row, add up to 5. So again, the number in the white space outside of the grid is the sum of the first two digits in the row or column. The number in the gray background is the sum of the where the A signifies and where B signifies in the row or column. So that would mean the 7th position here and the 5th position here, which is, it's the sum of those positions. The gray is the sum of those positions of A and B in the row or column. And those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. So these must sum to 16. And these must sum to 17. So it has to be 8 and 9, and it has to be 7 and 9 here. So this must be a 7-9 pair to add up to 16. This must be an 8-9 pair here to add up to 17. Well, for this 16, 7 and 9 have to add up to, the 7th and 9th positions must add up to 4. So it must be 1 and 3 here. And for this set, 8 and 9 has to add up to 6. So it cannot be 3 and 3. It has to be 1 and 5 here. So this is 1 and 5, which forces this not to be 1 here. This is 3. The first two digits here add up to 10 without an 8 or 9, and you can't have a 3, so it's not 3 or 7. So no 1, 9, no 2, 8, no 3, 7. It has to be 4 and 6, adding up to 10 here. This is 5. This is 8 and 9 here. Okay. These two add up to 8. You cannot have 1 and 7 because of the 7 in the box. So it's either 2, 6, or 3, 5 here. If it's 2 here, that doesn't matter. Okay, never mind. This adds up to 12. Okay. What are the remaining digits in column? Let's do the remaining digits in row 9 and column 9. We have 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. This can't be 4, 6 because of 4, 6 pair in the box. This can't be 3 because of 3 in the box. Column 9. We have 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. This can't be 5 because of 5 in the box. And that's it. Okay. Does that tell us anything else? Not particularly. What else do we have? Okay. Yeah, we still don't know which one's which here. We don't know which one's which here. Remaining digits in box 7 are 1, 2, 3, 5, and 7. Interesting. It cannot be 1 and 2 here, because that would only add up to 3. It could be something like... Not really sure. Yeah, let's move on from that. That doesn't help us much. What else do we are looking for? else do we have? To add up to 11. Could be 2, 9, 3, 8, 4, 7, 5, 6. To add up to 12, it's 3, 9, 4, 8, 5, 7. Okay. These digits add up to 5. So we have 1, 4, or 2, 3 here. Interesting. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, this adds up to 7, 8, and 7 here. So we're guaranteed 1, 6, 2, 5, 3, 4 for the 6, or for the 7. And 1, 7, 2, 6, or 3, 5 for the 8. The 8, though, if it's 2, 6, that eliminates both possibilities, 1, 6, and 2, 5 for the 7s, and therefore it would leave 3, 4 for both of the 7 sums, which is not allowed. So this cannot be 2, 5. Same with 1, 6. Or sorry, 2, 6. Same with 3, 5. If you have 3, 5, that eliminates 3, 4, and 2, 5 for the 7 sums, which leaves 1, 6 for both of the 7 sums there, which is not allowed. So this has to be 1, 7, which eliminates 1, 6 in both sums for the 7s. That leaves... Oh, we could probably just add this up, right? 7 plus 7 is 14, plus 8 is 22. 45 minus 22 is 23, so these 3 digits must add up to 23. And it's 6, 8, and 9, then. Okay. Interesting. So that eliminates 6, 8, and 9 in the rest of column 3. So this must be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 7. So 4 has to be one of these digits here, which eliminates 4 in the rest of the box. This can't be 4, 8. It's either 3, 9, or 5, 7 here. This can't be 3 because of 3 in the column. Sorry, 3 in the row. Huh. So one of these is 2, 5. If it's 2, 5 here, this cannot be a 2. Because if this were 2, that would say, look at the second spot, which has a 2 in it, and add that with another digit to add up to 12, which is not possible. So this cannot be 2 here. That means this can't be 5. A and B here must add up to 1 and 2. So they cannot have a 2 here. You can't have 1 or 2 in 3 or 4. Oh, obviously 4 can never be here. So 3, 4... The only possibilities are 1, 2 for itself, 5, 6, and 8. It has possibilities for the 8th and bth digits to add up to 3. Okay. To add up to 9, you can use any 2, 5, or 3, 4 combination, and that would work fine. Maybe we could do something here, too, with the sums. 9, 5, and 11 That is... excuse me. 9, 5, and 11 is 14 plus 11. That's 25. 45 minus 25 is 20. So this is at least 3, 8, and 9. So this is 3 through 9 here. Oh, that's interesting. Huh. Okay. So it has to add up to 20. What are the possible combinations? 3, 8, 9, which works fine with a 3, 9 or the 5, 7 here. 4, 7, 9, which would eliminate all possibilities for these sums adding up to 12. So it cannot be 4, 7, 9. 5, 6, 9, which also has the problem. So far we have just 3, 8, 9. You cannot have 4, 7, 9 because that would include both 7 and 9, which would eliminate all possibilities for the cell. You can't have 5, 6, 9 because that would also eliminate all possibilities for these cells. Right? Because 5 and 9 would eliminate 5, 7 or 3, 9 for the 12 sum. But you could have 5, 7, 8. So this is 8 here with 3, 9 or 5, 7. So that means we have a quintuplet in row 3 of 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, which eliminates 3, 5, 7, 8, 9 in the rest of the row. So no 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. That leaves 1, 2, 4, and 6 as the possibilities in the rest of row 3. So we're guaranteed an 8 here. Okay. So we need a 1 somewhere in box 2. You can't have a 1 and another digit adding up to 11, and 1 with 8 adds up to 9. So, and you can't have an 8 because of 8 in the box has to be one of these 3 cells. So where is the 1? It has to be the 1, 4 pair here, adding up to 5. Interesting. So here we either have 2, 7 or 3, 6. And here we have 2, 9. 3 cannot be 3, 8. Cannot be 4, 7, or it's 5, 6 here. Interesting. Okay. That means where is 8 in box 3? 8 has to be one of these cells. And in fact, what can this be? Can it be 2, 6? If it's 2, 6 here, that would force this to be a 1, 4 pair in 3 cells, which is not allowed. So this cannot be 2, 6. It's 3 and 5. Therefore, this has to be 8 with 1 or 2 or 4. Because 6 has to be here because 6 can't be here. And 6 can't be here in the rest of row 3. So 6 is here. 8 is one of these two. The other one's 1, 2, or 4. So 8 has to be one of the parts. The 8th cell digit has to be, 8th cell, I guess, has to add up to 5 with one of 1, 2, or 4. So 8 is 2 or 4 here. Then, because it can't be 1, 3, or 5. If this were 2 and 9, you cannot have the 2 be here, because the 2 would say the second cell, which would be 2, plus another digit would have to add up to 15, which is not possible. So this can't be 2, which means this can't be 9 there. These two add up to 11. And the only you can't have 2, 9, 3, 8, or 5, 6, so this has to be a 4, 7 pair. So this is 4 and 7 adding up to 11. That means this can't be 4. 4 and 7. So 4 and 7 must add up to 8. The fourth and seventh cell. So this 4, 7 pair eliminates 5 and 7 to add up to 12. So this is 3 and 9. That means this cannot be 3 and 9. It's 5, 7, 8, which eliminates 5, 7, 8 in the rest of the box. This can't be 5 or 6. This has to then be 2 and 9. This cannot be 2 and 7. It's 3 and 6. So the third digit and the ninth digit add up to 5. It has to be 1 and 4 then. So this is 1 and this is 4, which makes this a 2, 6 pair, which eliminates 2 and 4 in the rest of the column. So this is 1 and 8. Obviously, 8 cannot be the first digit, because if 8 is the first digit, that's saying the first digit, which is 8, and some other digit must add up to 5. So this has to be 1, which makes that 8. This 1 eliminates 1 here, so it's 4 and 1. 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 7 and 4. This 1 eliminates 1 in the rest of the box. This 2 eliminates 2 here. This can't be 8. The remaining digits are 5, 6, 8, and 2, 5, 6 in box 1. Okay, so this is 1 and 4 adding up to 5. So this is 4. Okay, so this is done. 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 We have the second and ninth digit must add up to 15. So this was 9 and 6 here, which eliminates 6 in the rest of the row. This can't be 3 because of the 3, 6 pair in the column. And this can't be 4 because of the 4 in the column. Whereas the 4 then in row 9, it has to be here. So this is 4. So we have a 3, 6 pair, which adds up to the third digit and the sixth digit add up to 6. You cannot have 4. It must be 5 and 1. So this is 5 and 1 here. So adding up to 11 is done. Adding up to 15 is done. Adding up to 5 is done. Adding up to 9 is done. Adding up to 6 is done. Adding up to 11 is done. The fourth and the seventh digit add up to 8. You cannot have 1, 7. And this can only be 6, 8, or 9. So it has to be 6. So this is 6, which forces the seventh digit to be 2. So that eliminates 6 from the rest of the column. No 1, 2, or 7. No 2 or 7. So this is 3, which makes this 5. This can no longer be 2, 3, or 5. It's 1 and 7. So the fourth and seventh digit adding up to 8 is done. We are not yet done with 3. So that's fine. So the fifth digit here must be 1, and it must be with 2, which is only it can be the second digit. So this is 2 and 5 here. And the second digit has to be a 2. It cannot be 5. So this is 2, this is 5, which eliminates 2 and 5 in the rest of the box. So this cannot be 5. This is 3, which makes this 5. 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 6, which makes that 3. This 9 eliminates 9 here, so it's 7, which makes that 9. 2 cannot be in the rest of column 2, and 5 cannot be in the rest of column 1. 6 can never be a 1. So we need 8 to be a 1 to add up to 3. So we have, this is 1, that's 7. 1 eliminates 1 here, so it's 7 and 1. So this is, both of these are done. Adding up to 3 is done. Because the second digit and the 8th digit both must add up to 3, which it does. The second digit here and the 5th digit must add up to 3, which it does. A and B add up to 12, which works. The third and the 9th digit add up to 5, which works. These two digits add up to 7, which works. We are not done with the 12, though. It cannot be 3 and 4, because that would force this to be 6 and 6. So this has to be 2 and 5. So it's 2 and 5 add up to 12. Well, we have a 5 in the second spot, so it must be 7 in the 5th spot. So this can't be 5 or 7, it's 8, which means this can't be 5 or 8, it's 7. So no 2 or 5 here, no 4 in the rest of the column. 1 and 7 add up to, so this is done now. This is done. 1 and 7 adding up to 8. This is 3 and 4 adding up to 7, which is satisfied. And then the third digit and the fourth digit must add up to 9. So this is 8 and this is 9 here. And so that's satisfied. So these two are satisfied, that's satisfied, that's satisfied, these two are satisfied, that's satisfied, these two are satisfied, these two are satisfied, these are satisfied, so are these, this, and this. Okay. This is satisfied, they add up to 10, 4 and 6, 7 and 1, which means the 7th position and the first position must add up to 9, which means this is 7 and 2, which eliminates 2 here, so it's 7. This can't be 7 or 3, it's 2. This cannot be 2 here. So we have a 6-8 pair in column 9, so that eliminates 6 and 8 in the rest of the column. This is 2 and 5 as a pair. So this sum adds up. This first digit, 7, and the 7th digit, 2, add up to 9. 8 and 9 add up to 17, so that's done. 1 and 5 add up to 6, and they're the 8th and 9th digit, so that's done. So I guess we do the rest through Sudoku. 6 eliminates 6 here. 8 eliminates, okay, this 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 6. 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 9 and 8. This 9 eliminates 9 here, so it's 3 and 9. 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 4 and 3. 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 6 and 4. This 6 eliminates 6 here, so that's 8, which makes this a 6. 2 here eliminates 2 in the column, so this is 6 and 2. We have 8 and 9 remaining in box 9. This can't be 8 because of 8 in the column, so this is 9 and 8. Remaining digits in row 7 are 1, 5, and 7. This can't be 1 or 5 because of 1, 5 in the column, so this is 7. This can't be 1 or 7, so it's 5, which makes this 1. Remaining digits in row 8 are 3, 8, and 9. Okay. And this can't be 3, this can't be 8, this can't be 9 because of the digits in the columns. Row 4, or column 4, we are missing 2, 8, and 9. This cannot be 2 or 8 because of 2 or 8 in the row, so this is 9, which makes this 8, which makes this 2. 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 3 and 9. Column 5, we are missing 3 and 6. 3 can't be here because of 3 in the row, so this is 6 and 3. This 2 eliminates 2 here, so it's 5 and 2. Remaining digits in column 6 are 4, 5, and 8. This cannot be 5 or 8 because of 5 or 8 in the row, so this is 4. This can't be 5, so it's 8, which makes this 5. Remaining digits in row 4. We have 1 and 3. 1 can't be here because of 1 in the column, so this is 3 and 1. We have 4 and 6 remaining in row 5. This can't be 6 because of a 6 in the column, so that's 4 and 6. And we have 7 and 9 remaining, so this is 9 and 7. And that's the solution. Yeah, it's interesting how these interact. This is actually the easier version of the puzzle that Richard came up with. And so the harder version is going to be on there. But this was actually decently difficult itself. Maybe just because I'm not used to this, but it just the... Yeah, there's a lot of interesting interactions here. Particularly, yeah, the summing up of the sums that could be here. That's quite interesting. Um, huh. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think? Did you guys think this was, easy difficulty? I felt maybe it was slightly a touch more difficult than easy. So between easy and challenging for me, but it is what it is. I mean, anyways, let me know what you guys think in the column or in the comments, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.